Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Yes, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we hope to have, joining us here in a moment, the president of the International Hot Rod Association.
All rise.
All right.
Mel Roth. And I asked the boys here on the dais, is it Mel Big Daddy Roth? And Conrad says, probably not.
Probably not.
But I'm sure he's heard it before. We're going to find out what's happening over on the other side of the fence from him, hopefully. I got to drive the 2023 Kia Soul. Soul, brother. Give you my impressions on it. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar, and later Conrad will have This Week in Auto History. And we'll have stories making automotive news headlines this week. Just ahead, on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks for joining us today. I had Hemmings Motor News sold cars roundup. Now this gets sent to me on Mondays, so it's kind of
so they're all sold by now.
They're all sold. These are all sold.
They were all sold when they sent it to them.
Correct. So I thought I'd just give you a taste of what's out in the market,
All right.
and what you get. Now, understand.
And not the insanity of what went on at Barrett Jackson or the Mecum sales, which some of those numbers were completely out of control.
Yeah.
So some of these guys just have more money than sense, or what?
I'm not real sure what happened, but, you know, there was a 1970 GTO sold for $1 million.
Why?
Well, it was like a one of six and fully documented. And
So you're never going to drive it?
No, that's going to be a museum.
So it goes back to my question, why?
Because somebody can. I don't know.
Yeah. Guess how much I paid for that car? $1 million.
Too much.
It's kind of
don't
like
touch
one
it.
of those things that, you know, hey,
Don't touch it,
somebody wants that. Well, I want it more than him. Wait a minute, he's going up on price. I'm not going to let him have it.
Yeah.
You know, where it gets to where it becomes stupid money because it's a matter of principle. You know, you can't have it, so you want it more.
Well, this one here I don't think is too stupid. This is a 1969 Mercury Cougar XR7.
Nice car.
What engine?
Nice car.
It doesn't say. I don't have
351.
those kind of details. It may be a rust bucket underneath it,
390.
but it's sold for $17,850.
Probably at a
That's not a bad price
No,
at
not
all,
at all.
because the XR7 was their performance
It
version.
absolutely was. And then it went into an
of the
eliminator
Cougar.
stage
Right.
after that.
Here's one for Mars, a 1934 Chevrolet Deluxe.
He still has one.
Deluxe.
That's a pickup truck.
12,000.
13,125.
Ooh.
And you'd look perfect coming down the highway with the thing floored doing 50 miles an hour.
With Mom in the back in a rocking chair.
That's it.
Strapped down, of course.
Here's one that
And Mike and his dog sitting next to him.
I would probably have purchased this myself. A 1964 Chevy El Camino.
Oh, yeah.
What would you guess the price of
What
this?
year is it?
1964.
25.
I was thinking 25.
19,163. Odd price, but whatever. I like it. My daughters, both of them, go, "Ooh, Dad, what kind of car is that?" It's an El
That's a
Camino.
cool one.
That's ugly. No, it's not. It's cool.
I was always an El Camino fan.
Me too.
Except at the drag races, because something about the El Camino or the Chevy Chevelle wagons, they would twist as they would
Yes,
torque up.
they would.
I mean, literally, the one front tire would be 12 inches above
Yes.
the other front
unibody.
tire.
It's the unibody
Yeah.
flex.
Well, no, those are full frame.
Were they
vehicles.
full frame?
Yeah, El
Yeah.
Camino was a full frame.
But the frames weren't all that.
Because my Nova was a unibody.
Here's one for Conrad. A 1948 Chevy two-door.
That would have been probably a fastback too.
Well,
Looking,
you want to
cool
call
looking
it that
car.
way. Yeah.
Well, they were
Huge front fenders
Oh,
that
yeah.
went all the way back into the doors.
and
Sold-
a trunk that slept six.
1948 Chevrolet, $11,288.
Not a bad price.
Wow.
There it is, right there. Can you see it? It's got
Yeah, that's
pictures,
nice.
got a small.
Uh-huh.
It's probably
But,
got some
not
patina to it.
No, it looks like it's all fixed up, but you don't know what the underside looks like. How about this is Stan's car, a 1938 Buick Century. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yep.
$29,400.
Don't tell
But I'll
Stan.
bet it's not.
No.
I bet
I was
it's
gonna say,
not that
that's
far.
museum
That's
quality.
Stan's was pristine.
That's pretty good money.
Yeah.
And if you went to Autorama, you saw Stan's 38 Buick in there, and it was magnificent. All we needed was some machine guns and some of those fedoras on. How about
Yeah.
a 19? I had a friend of mine that had a 1929 Ford pickup truck, and
Cool.
brought it to high school, and it was my first experience in a Model A, and had the original engine in it, little flathead 4-cylinder, I believe.
That is a low-flying plane over your house, Don.
Well, the airport's just right there.
And they're chasing balloons.
They're chasing
Chasing
balloons.
balloons.
So the sold price for the 1929 Ford pickup truck, you want to guess?
30.
25.
$15,488.
Not a bad. That's actually a pretty good
Yeah, it
price if
is.
the truck's in halfway decent shape.
Looks like it to me.
It was drivable, yeah.
It's right there.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty decent price.
Tub it out.
Yeah, tub it out. Now,
Put the LS in the back.
Bet.
and
And a Tornado front-wheel drive transmission assembly back there with it.
Oh, that'd be cool. It's been done before on some of these Motor Trend TV shows.
Corvairs or Coronados is what they were called, but it was not uncommon to take a Corvair and stick a Oldsmobile 455 and transmission
And just
in the
flip
back,
it around.
and in the back of them.
You notice he had to get Oldsmobile in there.
Of
I know.
course.
Well, I will tell you that I have no regrets about selling the one that Sweet Rides did for me.
I assume it's actually in a better place
Yes, I'm sure that it is
because it's not sitting out here under a cover next to the Corvette.
that's right.
Or a planter in the front yard.
But it was sold to the guy that owns
Edible arrangements.
Edible Arrangements.
Out of Atlanta or something, is it?
Interesting to see what else he has in his
Yeah,
collection.
because it's got to be a collection.
Mhm.
But it was a clean little car.
That or they ate it.
They ate it. Yeah, that's good. They did not. Well, Mr. Mars, I'm a little disappointed
Me too.
because did you call him yesterday and say, "Hey, don't forget we're on today"?
Not him. No, I did not. Him.
Well, that's too bad because I was looking
Apparently I
forward to
should have.
talking to Mr. Mel Roth. But in the meantime,
Was it Tariq Farid,
who?
the CEO of Edible Arrangements? Tariq Farid.
Could not tell you. I don't know. I have no clue. But I will tell you this: that did you know that the IHRA, International Hot Rod Association, which is the competitor, obviously, to NHRA, was formed in November 1970 by businessman Larry Carrier. I didn't know that.
No.
And it was based out of Bristol, Tennessee. Had no clue. Did you?
Did not.
So I was doing a little research
I always
yesterday.
thought Billy Meyer had something to do with it.
Well, that was later on.
So he did have something to
yes.
do with it. Yeah. it's-
1988 to 98, IHRA moved to Waco after it was purchased by Texan racer and track operator Billy Meyer, who made many changes to the organization, some of which proved controversial amongst racers, such as completely restructuring the sportsman classes overnight. Another radical change came as a result of Meyer's ownership of the Texas Motorplex, considered then to be the premier drag racing facility in the world. Motorplex had previously been with NHRA's flagship track, but for 88 it hosted two IHRA events and was the site of Top Fuel's first 4-second run by Eddie Hill.
Oh,
Another Texan.
yeah.
Yep. Other changes include the addition of a junior pro stock class for small block V6 engines named Factory Modified, which lasted until the end of the 90 season. But financial failure meant that Meyer's reign lasted just 1 year before the association was again sold. 88,
good
the
job,
headquarters
Billy.
moved back to Bristol under the ownership of Ted Jones and Jim Ruth. And there were a lot of iterations. Bill Bader, Clear Channel, Feld, and Palm Beach owned the thing. And outside the continental U.S., let's see, IHRA oversaw tracks, it still does, in Canada, Hawaii, and Aruba. Let's
been
go
to Aruba.
racing in
Yeah,
Aruba.
we need to go
Been to
check
Aruba.
that track out.
We think we need to have a remote
Mm-hmm.
at the Aruba banana track or whatever they
Aruba
call it.
Raceway.
Aruba Raceway.
Yeah.
Say that fast.
Aruba Raceway.
Cayuga, Ontario. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go through the notes here, but at any rate,
I think the
let's see.
closest one's in Lufkin. Is the closest IHRA track.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Lufkin, Texas.
See?
All-time win leaders in IHRA. No surprise, but kind of a surprise. Clay Milliken in the professional ranks with 52 wins in IHRA. I didn't know that.
He's still racing.
Ricky Smith
Yeah,
at
he's come to
33
NHRA.
wins. Scotty Cannon. Don Garlitz has 25 wins in IHRA. Bob Glidden, 21. Mark Oswald, 21. Doug Herbert, 20. Dale Poldy, 20. And Gene Snow, 20.
Gene Snow. There's a name from the past.
Boy, yeah. Yeah. I think that he spent some time in the penitentiary, didn't he? For, like child molestation or something?
Don't know.
Look that up.
Roommate of yours?
No, I didn't have anything to do with that. Thank you for throwing that in there.
Really?
The sportsman class, I don't know any of these people there. But at any rate,
Well, Mark Oswald was he raced pro stock
yeah,
in NHRA.
yes, but in the sportsman class is what I was referring to.
Oh, yeah.
At any rate, IHRA. I'd completely forgot. I knew somebody that actually raced in IHRA and that preferred it over NHRA. Why, I don't know. I guess it's some rules thing. But that's really the difference between the two organizations were rules for the different classes.
And you don't hear the names like Schumacher or Force in that list that you gave either.
No, because,
But
once
you
you
got Garlitz.
get to NHRA, NHRA kind of frowns upon
Foo-foos you playing in the other brand.
right
Mhm.
at the same time you're
box.
playing in their brand.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that all plays out today. It used to be like, nope, you're in the IHRA, you're not coming back to the NHRA. You had to beg your way back in.
Oh, be darned.
But I would imagine that it's not so much that way anymore. Be my guess.
Well, isn't Erica's going to do some
Testing?
Monster Motor Pro Stock or some?
Was that her sister?
So,
No, it's Erica.
Erica is the
Erica's.
monster motor car. That's all that.
And they got a new car color scheme, too. Don't they have a white one now?
Yes. I think that's
That's
I
the
think
one?
the way I took it, the pro stocks are going to stay red, but everything else is going to go to the white.
And Skag is
Ricky Skaggs?
No, Skag SCAG, which is
Got all his albums.
they do I'll say lawnmower stuff, not necessarily, but it's the same.
Like racing mowers?
No, but it's the same. It's the same company that's sponsoring
Toro.
Tony Schumacher.
Skag.
Skag.
SCAG.
I think they are spending money with Elite this year as a primary sponsor as well.
Oh, I had no clue. Well, is this Monster Motor thing? Are they going to televise it?
I don't know if they're going to televise it. I had posted something on our Facebook page about it.
I think that's where I saw it.
Yeah, I know nothing about it.
So I think they're going with like a 900 cubic inch nitrous
Yeah,
motor.
Some up in
Nitrous,
Pennsylvania or
900
something.
cubic.
Yeah.
So is this going to outrun Pro Mod?
I think it might
Those
be a
things are
pro
scary.
mod. I think it might be a pro mod.
They're scary.
In a late model bodied car?
Camaro.
They're all Camaros.
Well, I think the one that they're running.
All
Well,
of
yeah,
hers
that's their team
are-
car.
yeah.
Huh.
So if you subscribe, you find out all this information
That's right.
Subscribe to what?
Us?
Us?
in real time.
In real time.
Well, we
Facebook
don't know.
page.
Hell, I don't know
He
any of
posted
this.
it. Yeah, he'll get it done.
Dump it on him,
Yeah.
like we do.
He was late without a note
That's
this
right.
morning.
Well, because he
Hey, you got me going to look.
because he had to scrape the frost off
With a credit card.
his a windshield.
Paid for it that way. Did you find it?
So did you see the unicorn I posted the other day? The C5 Indy pace car, the purple yellow one
That thing. What? Who?
with the yellow wagon wheels
Yes,
on it.
just horrible.
I knew
There
somebody
was
that had
one-
one.
There was a guy that one of the football players, got his big scholarship and all that stuff. He came home from school on one of the breaks with one of those.
Oh,
I knew somebody that had one.
that thing. What year was that thing? 80?
88.
Oh, God, that thing was just horrible.
It
Did they sell any of those
things? It
things?
was fugly. Well, they did because there was one in Nederland.
It was what?
It was
Fugly.
Well,
fugly.
that's perfect for it to be in Nederland.
So they sold at least one.
Yeah.
98 Indy 500 pace car. And
Gosh, that thing
it was kind of like the first time in a whole number of years that the Indy pace car wasn't black. And then they made it this weird purple and yellow.
Just terrible.
And yellow leather interior. I mean,
there were other pace cars that were white.
no, but that through the 90s, most everything was black.
Oh,
And I think really it was the yellow wheels to me that really just turned it
Made
out.
it seriously ugly.
and the vinyl sticker.
Well, the vinyl sticker generally on Indy pace cars, doesn't matter who. Yeah, there's the elite stuff. That Mountain Motor Pro Stock.
That's what it is.
The category.
Mountain Motor. Where did they come up with that? What's the purpose? Well, I don't understand any of it.
Well, you got to remember, true pro NHRA Pro Stock, you're limited to 500 cubic inches.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I thought it was an IHRA thing that they had a Mountain Motor Pro Stock where you could build as big as you want. And now they have these 900 cubic inch Mountain Motor Pro Stocks. Bigger is badder is faster.
But I didn't even know that there was such a thing as a 900 cubic inch anything.
But
That's not a punched out 454 or 500.
like sand dragsters.
No, I'll
and
bet
things.
it's
They're the mountain climbers.
aluminum block built from scratch.
I was going to say it's probably,
My God, what are the pistons that big around in
Yeah.
it?
probably
they're
probably
big around,
derived.
plus the stroke too can do some.
Well,
make a
it's like
difference in it.
Jeff always says, the pistons are like a tub.
Mhm.
Tubbed out,
Tub it out.
LS.
Yep.
Then you short stroke it, and you're good.
Lots of
How do you get
compression.
any RPM out of all that?
Carefully.
I was going to say, because
The nitrous.
you're moving a lot of iron inside that thing, and you get it up there 7,000 RPM is like waiting for it to pop.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing with Pat Musey. He's been building a 959 LS derived engine for quite some time and sells a ton of them for $50,000-$60,000 a
Wow.
piece.
Are they race motors?
Yeah. That's
Where do you race something like that?
Well, the one I watch is the Street Outlaws, and that's what Lizzie Musey runs. Is one of his motors,
A 959 cubic inch.
But didn't
LS derived,
My God. Why?
and they've got like six.
What kind of horsepower does
6
something
different
like that
nitrous-
turn out?
What's the warranty on it?
3,000 plus. There is no warranty.
How do you get 3,000 horsepower in a car like that to the ground? How do you get that? How do you do that? Because
Tires, suspension, weight transfer.
well, I know all of that, but I'm saying to you, it's a
How
clutch.
do you get
that-
it to bite?
Yeah, it's a clutch with a human being's foot on it.
No. They're all running
Automatics,
They're
two
all running
speeds,
Pro Stock, power glides.
2 speeds.
Yeah, 2-speed power glide, kind of like alcohol.
Yeah.
Funny cars are running.
So
2
they're
speeds.
okay. So they're running. All right, but still, how do you do the transmission so it just doesn't burn the tires right off the back at the hit of the throttle?
you gotta lock 'em
Tune
up.
the engine down at the launch.
Yeah, launch control.
And then once the launch control, and then
Then it
the other
kicks in.
thing they talked about is once it comes up on the tire,
Yeah.
we've talked with Antron about how, you have the launch, but then as it comes up on the tire, it's almost another gear of
Mhm.
acceleration. And then they would lock the torque converter up and give you another gear of acceleration.
I was looking
Pretty
for-
high tech stuff.
I was looking for a little bit there. There is a 1,000 cubic inch monster motor available that you can buy from this guy, and you get a $12,000 discount off the price if you assemble it yourself.
Oh, heck no! Assemble it yourself. Are you trying to make it into a bomb? Because that's
Well,
I would mistakenly turn it into that.
But you
Well,
can buy it at IKEA.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think those actually came out of the tractor pull world where they
That
where
makes
they really
sense,
had
yeah.
unlimited. You could build
Yeah.
anything you want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, should I do my car review now?
I got you queued up.
You should.
Okay. And by the way, for my dear friend Jeff Heitzman that listens to the show religiously, I just wanted to let him know that not to worry. I did turn the voiceover track around so they all match up now. Thank
Allegedly.
Oh, he let you know.
Allegedly.
He brought that to your
you.
attention.
He brought it to
all of our
Conrad's attention.
You weren't paying attention.
830 cubic inch, 2,000 horsepower, naturally aspirated, so no nitrous or anything, with 17-to-1 compression. You talk about lighting a grenade,
Yes.
grenade and holding on to it. That's exactly what that is.
Put that on a motorcycle.
And these are looks like they're carbureted. Doesn't even look like
Well,
they're
it's
fuel injected.
carbureted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Double
it looks
pumpers.
like big dominators, poly dominators.
That looks
or
like a
something.
Boss 429 as well with
That's
the plugs
where
in
it
the
says
valve
boss
cover.
on there.
So yeah, there's
Thank you for,
boss right
you
on
know,
there.
you were that guy in high school that was always like, that's not the way to do it. That you know, you over here, do this, do that. Weren't you?
There's a young lady that'll tell you I'm still the same.
Yes, I know her. Yeah.
it's called Kathy Zekin.
Time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the all-new 2023 Kia Soul. It comes in many trim levels. The LX is the entry, S, EX, the GT line, and the GT line Tech. I did not have a Monroney with this, but I discovered through doing some research that I had the GT line Tech. What size class? This is a subcompact hatchback. Seats 5 passengers, 5 people, including the driver. Exterior changes from last year, as I mentioned. Complete redesign in 2020, updated for 2023. Now, there are some journalists, if you want to call them that think, oh, they've taken away its quirkiness. No, they haven't. It's an updated version of the original Kia Soul. It needed to be updated, and it's cute. And by the way, I'll get into this in a minute, but they don't make any competitors really a head-to-head competitor.
Well,
exterior features: redesigned front end with extra large open mouth lower grille, a rear sloping roof line with door and lower valance crevasses on it.
Crevasse.
You like that?
You had to look that word up.
No, actually, I put creases, but I turned it into crevasse. Nice looking rear hatch with a floating panel on the glass back there with the big Kia logo, and it's really clever and it really looks good. GT line features black or white roof option. What I liked about it, the hatch opening looks small, but you could cram more crap into this car than you have ever known in your entire life. I helped Leslie move some stuff out of her house to the storage. Oh, that won't fit. I said, watch me.
watch me.
Fold down the back seat, and that thing, we had it up to the hilt. It was touching under. But we crammed all of that stuff in there, made it work. It's truly amazing what you can get in that little car. Interior highlights.
I thought he was going to say they're moving in together.
Lots of hard plastic on the inside. Interesting and likable design cues, like the AC vents and the front speaker are kind of combined. The way that they did that, rather unique. Really liked it. Large center dash pod contains the infotainment system. The HVAC controls are below that. The GT line offers ambient lighting that can be programmed to the beat of the music.
Oh, wow.
It's a neat, quirky little thing that this thing offers, and I like it. Cargo and trunk room. Seats down allows you to put lots of stuff back there. That's what I wrote. I liked about it, the cloth seating. Awesome, and it looks good. And it doesn't make your butt sweat. What could use improvement? Don't know. Really. I mean, I like
Well,
this
you
car.
without a sweaty butt's pretty improved.
Yeah, just that alone.
You did say you liked it.
And I knew that you guys would chime in on the
he
butt
would.
part of it. A 2.0 liter gasoline 4-cylinder engine. No other optional engines are available. This is it, the one and the only, with 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. and it's delivering all that power through a CVT front-wheel drive car.
How'd it feel?
Great.
Really, with that low horsepower and torque,
Well, because the CVT.
kept it in its spot. Yeah.
I mean, this is not a race car. This is a fun little commuter car. And if you're thinking about buying your college kid or off to college soon kid a new car, I definitely consider this thing. City.
If you can get it insured.
You keep talking about that, Conrad.
He's stuck on that too.
I know.
Isn't he? Miles per gallon, 28 in the city, 33 on the highway for a combined of 30. I got 30.5 miles per gallon
Wow.
over 374.1 miles. What I liked about it was the nice power to weight ratio. What could use improvement? A turbo option. I think that they should
Ooh.
have that.
Wow.
Well, Kia offers a turbo engine and something else.
They do, and they used to offer a turbo engine in this, but they
Yeah, I
dropped
thought
it.
that was the GT.
It's not
Dropped it,
available
huh?
anymore.
Oh, that's terrible.
But at any rate, they could have bring back the GTR. Ride and handling, sporty
It's
feel.
The pirate version. Arr,
The pirate version.
arr.
Wouldn't they? Hey, what a great thing, huh?
You know, and you put a patch over one of the
Over half the windshield.
over one of the headlights.
Absolutely. Yeah, and with some nice big eyelashes up there.
Oh, yeah. Erica's got those on her car.
Let's see, pricing. Well, base price is around $25,000.
Not bad.
As I mentioned, pre-production model with no Monroney on it. I just had to guess. The base model price is under 20. It's $19,890.
Aren't many cars out there that are under
Bingo.
20.
And to offer this much utility, this is cool.
Yep.
Competitors, again, none now that the Scion XB and the Nissan Cube are gone.
Cube's long gone too.
So is Scion XB. But those were the main competitors this car.
You wouldn't consider the Mini Countryman to be a competitor?
I would not, because this is a different car altogether.
I think the Countryman's smaller. It appears to be smaller.
I think it's maybe a little shorter.
So what are you going to do
Stocking.
for competitors? Okay, well,
Sonic?
it's been offered. No, offered up the Chevy Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Okay, meh. 21.8 for the Trailblazer. How about the Kia Seltos for $23,340? You got to spend another $3,000, but there you go. Or if you want to bump it up a little bit more, the Mazda CX-30 for $22,950. That's the entry price, and that's my review of the 2023 Kia Soul. All right, time now for a quick break. Don't forget, welcome to the world that we live in today, because
It's about to go EV.
it is about to go EV, and we're going to have a special guest for us that I can make fun of. Coming up,
He be listening.
Yeah, he'd be listening.
okay. Well,
Hey, Buzz, you got power?
you got power?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course he does. He's got the car plugged into the house. The car's charging the house. Anyway, stay with us. The In Will Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Pipes and Tacos, Houston's
no,
premier.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it this way.
Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier car cruise in return, Saturday, April 15th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. Bring your Hot Rod, Classic, Resto Mod, or any other vehicle you'd like to show and compete for one of 3 highly coveted Chili Pepper trophies. This April 15th kickoff event is one you'll want to put on your calendar, because 100% of the money you donate for the free tacos will be given to God's Garage. You heard right. Free tacos. Whatever you decide to give, all of it will be given to God's Garage and matched by Lupi Tortilla. God's Garage gifts vehicles to single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military in the greater Houston area. In fact, the Garage will gift a vehicle to a mom in need at this special event. Be sure to attend the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Saturday, April 15th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Free breakfast tacos for any donation to God's Garage. It'll make your heart and your belly feel good. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In-Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In-Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.